Gotta Love Connecticut Hockey sat down with Connor Jones, a center for the Bridgeport Sound Tigers. Connor played for Quinnipiac University before beginning a pro career that's brought him back to Connecticut with the Sound Tigers. Canada native, playing here in Connecticut now with the Sound Tigers. Let's go back to the beginning. How'd you get your start in the sport?
You know, I watched my dad play, grandpa played, I actually played in New Haven too, so we're just a hockey family.
And what was it about the sport that kind of got you hooked right away?
I think the competitive stuff, like, you know, I love to compete against guys. I think that was one of the main things that just drove me to do well, and I've always wanted to win, you know, no matter how I do it.
So you go from, you know, hometown Canada, play your college hockey at Quinnipiac, now you're here in Connecticut with Bridgeport. What is the biggest challenge you see with this sport, whether it's, you know, in youth hockey, college, or now up to pro hockey?
I don't really see a lot of challenges. I mean, every day there's things you got to overcome being a smaller guy, or, you know, I think for kids these days it's hard, you know, it's a lot of money to play hockey and, you know, things like that, but I was lucky at home to have, you know, just a simple minor hockey system where it was, you know, a couple $100 to play, and my dad coached me, so. But, you know, as I've started to play pro, I think, yeah, it's the hardest thing. There's a lot of good players out there, and, you know, everyone wants to play at the highest level, so you got to find a way to, you know, bring it every day.
And how do you bring it every day? What keeps you playing?
The joy, the willingness to compete. I always tell people, you know, what a life I get to live. I get to you know, live out my dream of playing professional hockey, and I'm lucky every day that I get to, you know, do what I love.
So you mentioned you played in New Haven too. So what's it like being able to play your college hockey and your pro hockey right here in the same state?
It's awesome. I get to see a lot of friends, and it's almost like family now. You know, relationships I've built with you know, everybody at Quinnipiac, and it's almost like a second home now. You know, met my girlfriend at Quinnipiac, and basically a Connecticut guy right now. I guess for 8 of the last 10 years. So it's a special place for me, and you know, I couldn't be happier.
So you've been called up before by the Islanders to the NHL level. What's that experience been like?
I don't know. I don't know if I ever get sick of telling that story, getting called up, because it's one of those things you work, you know, your whole life for, and you never know if you're going to get it. And it was just a special time for me, and I just tried to enjoy it when I was out there. You know, I like to think I'm 4-0 as an Islander, and yeah, it was just a really, really special, fun time.
All right, so back to Bridgeport a little bit. What's exciting about this team this season?
I think we have a really good team, all 4 lines, 6 defensemen, and, you know, everybody on the roster brings something to the table that in years past I just don't think we've had as complete a team. We've always worked hard, but, you know, now we got guys like Sissel and Chris Bork, all these guys that, you know, are really, really elite players, and everyone's buying into Tomer's system and the team system, and it's just the camaraderie that we have. We all want to win, and we don't really care who scores, gets the goals, but we just want to win.
And there's still time, so I guess this is your chance for a pitch. Why should youth hockey families come out and not only see you on the ice, but this whole team?
I mean, Chris Bork was probably a good number. I mean, he's got 700 points. He's a treat to watch out there. Host saying, like, we got a lot of guys who make a lot of really good plays out there, and then we also have guys like Helgeson who, you know, every night he brings it, he fights, he hits, and I think we're just a fun group to watch.